You know, now that I've done what I originally set out to do when starting these recordings, I can honestly just end this series right here. Nah, I'm just kidding. Hello viewers, I'm Mercury, and welcome back to Let's Play Riviera the Promised Land, and in this video we will be continuing our ascent up the giant tree that looms over Area 3. Yeah, that's a good question, 9. We don't exactly have a good track record of things being able to support us well enough. Well, that's good to know, but I'm still not completely reassured. Well, to be fair, there's not exactly much else you can do if you're a giant tree. As for us, though, we have plenty we have to do, so let's get a move on. Oh, gotta focus here. Yes! That was a long sequence. I did not think I was gonna get it. Glad I did, though. Yeah. Trying to think of some sort of joke I can make at Lena's expense, but whatever. Everyone be careful, I don't have to keep doing this. Specifically Lena and Sierra, I don't want to have to deal with your incompetency. Oh, it's a bit windy over here. Our arch nemesis the wind is back with a vengeance. Of course you did, Lena, you never listen to instructions. Don't worry, buddy, I am as surprised as you. Especially with Lena and Sierra tagging along. In fact, you two are coming along so that you can pull your weight. Although it unfortunately means Ein's going to be getting quite a few pokes with those spears, considering he's the only one in front right now. But it doesn't look like they're doing too much damage. And at least Lena can get her experience maxed out with the lightning bow. And that is a surprisingly smooth attack animation. I quite like that. Not enough to stop attacking, but you tried. And I appreciate the attempt. That is some very nice damage with the whip there. I am glad I picked that up. That is nice. What's not so nice is that Ein is still getting quite a beating right now. But he can take it, he's used to getting knocked around by this point. And this time the spear is on fire, maybe he's not quite as used to that. Yeah, maybe it's time I put Ein in the back. Thankfully, my overdrive meter is maxed out, so I'm able to do it without an issue, and then unleash some pain onto the opponents.
I'll show you the power of magic.
Yeah. Not quite as effective as poking someone with a spear over and over again, apparently, but we're getting pretty close to finishing these guys off. Went smoother than most of these fights typically go. Okay, yeah, there it is. This guy is not happy that I knocked out his buddy there. And, of course, he's attacking Ein. I don't know what I expected. Things can't just ever go well without consequence. There's always something. But the overdrive meter's maxed out again, so we can finish this off rather plainly. And apparently Lena can use the whip as well, and that's pretty good damage. Okay, like I said, it's good I got that thing, because that is pretty good. But here, I'm just going to finish things off with my overskill.
I'll show you the power of magic.
For the best result. Yeah, there we go. Didn't go perfectly, but... Who calls you that?
Whew, I was worried there.
And Trinity Spark, that sounds pretty interesting. And the Knight's A-Rank. And Wyvern Wings, that sounds pretty good. I'll just drop these hourglasses, because they don't do much. Yeah, the wind can be quite dangerous, as has been showcased throughout the series so far. Thank you, Serene. You're the one person here I actually trust. Well then, Lena, we'll save everyone except you. Anyway, let's just... Oh, right, there's this right here. Good thing I checked look mode quick. A Mana Wisp. That certainly seems interesting. And a Therion, whatever that is. It's probably also pretty interesting. So, yeah. Like I said, I trust Serene more than any others. So I'll just ask her to get it. Yeah, that's one way to do it. Wait, what do you mean rope? Cut... What, the rope? What rope? I don't remember anyone mentioning a rope. Yeah, whatever this is, we got it. Oh, max HP. Oh, and for everyone. Well, I'm certainly glad I got that. And a strength boost as well. Really glad I got that. And magic? Yeah, this would have been a bad thing to miss. Agility 2? Oh my goodness. And vitality, is there anything else? Because that's quite a lot. Or, okay, no, that was the end of it as soon as I say something. But yeah, I'm glad I remembered to grab that. And now onto the colony remains. The remains of a worm colony. Well, I would assume it's the remains of some sort of colony. Maybe the egg's a rock. And a worm, that would also make sense. Considering it was in the description. But let's just ignore all those worm eggs. Let's take a look at this funny twig. Oh, that? I got plenty of this stuff when grinding against those plants in the practice mode. This isn't anything special. Strong. That's funny. Well, a rope, that's pretty, mate. I won't call her smart, but I'll give her points. Oh, they were holed up with vines. That would explain why they were so flimsy. Well, I mean, Slumber Ivy isn't exactly great, but apparently it can be used as a rope, so you never know if it might come in handy. Yeah, roots tend to hold things in place. Yeah, that'd be a bit of an issue. But, as I've learned previously in this very area, pulling on things makes you stronger. So let's just try this and see how it goes. And this requires a lot. Yes! Stuttered a bit there, but I still had plenty of time. And I lost HP. I don't know why I thought doing the same thing twice would wield the exact same result in this game. This game really likes to pull the rug out from under me. Oh, see, there it is. Strength boost. And Slumber Ivy. Well, I guess I'll get rid of these eggs. They aren't really useful for anything. But yeah, let's just move on. To another nest that looks the exact same. Yeah, that would probably mess with the brain if suddenly you were surrounded by gigantic things. It would probably throw off the brain's sense of understanding what is what. The Ludo, huh? You sure seem like a character. Well, either way, we gotta beat him up.
I'll burn you to ashes.
Serene can also use the whip, and pretty well at that. That is quite a bit of damage. This thing is just strong overall. And yeah, that's not that much damage. Poor guy just got brought along so he can be a damage sponge for the other two guys. Everyone needs to make a living somehow, though. Even if that isn't exactly an ideal method of doing so. Oh well, I gotta get past this fight either way. Very sorry to ruin your job opportunity for you, buddy. He has taken quite a few hits, though. But it won't be for much longer, because my overdrive meter is maxed out yet again. I can't even land his hits. I genuinely feel bad for the guy. And I did not notice the mage in the back there. That might actually be a big problem. Yeah. If it was for this guy, I might be able to get him out of here before he becomes an issue. But this guy in the front is doing his job at sponging up hits pretty effectively, actually. Oh, and here comes a big one. Carnage Drive, that does not sound pleasant. Yeah. Didn't do as much as I thought it would, but it's still hit everyone. And I'm not going to use my overskill on that. I'm not going to use it up on just this guy. I could have used Sierra's overskill last turn, but I forgot to, like the ignoramus I am.
I'll show you the power of magic.
I complained about this game a lot, but a lot of the time, my own stupidity is a part of the issue, and it didn't even hit the mage. This is why I said a lot of the time, and not all the time. Sometimes the game is just stupid and pulls the rug out from under me, like I said earlier. And another overskill, and it's this guy's this time. Just wonderful. And freeze two of my team members, why don't you? Just fantastic. As soon as I start getting all humble and talk about how I've made some mistakes throughout this playthrough, you decide to just go full aggressive and make me regret my statement as I grow angry once again. Well, that's two down, just a mage left. Hopefully he doesn't do anything particularly annoying. Never mind, he's doing something particularly annoying. If I lose with just one enemy having 40 HP left, I will be even angrier than I would usually. Well, at least Serene's still left. And my overdrive meter is full, so there shouldn't really be an issue.
Here's my trump card. Serene combo.
Yeah, there we go. That was pretty sloppy, but thankfully it worked out in the end.
That was close.
This is why I can trust Serene and no one else. Yeah, I'm not gonna stick around here any longer than I have to. But those guys lurking around. I will, however, stop and check a treasure chest, since apparently I am that easy to distract. Wait, why are we talking about this? We already discussed that they're worms. You did explain that. Does everyone here have the memory span of a goldfish? Yeah, this is why I have trouble trusting these people. But oh well. We have a trap. This is why I would not be a skilled adventurer. Oh, it's one of these. Oh, thankfully I did manage to dodge it though. Or I didn't. It looked like I did. Hey, this is me in post, just jumping in to say, well, first of all, editing this video is a nightmare. Just look at all this. Second, I was watching back the footage of this minigame you just saw me fail, and it turns out that the white arrow was right above the white line on the very last frame where it's visible on screen, meaning I didn't actually fail the minigame. The game just felt like telling me that I did and cheated me out of avoiding that HP drop. So, yeah. Back to the video. I have no idea what's going on with this game. And we get another Rose Whip. I'm not complaining, that's a pretty good weapon. As for what to get rid of, though, you know what, the Slumber Ivy is useless. I don't know why I even bothered grabbing it. Well, for the strength upgrade, but I don't know why I bothered putting it in my inventory. Anyway, let's just move on. On to the Apex. Yeah, that's nice, Lena, I don't care. Well, I would assume so if the place is called the Apex. Proceed with caution. This means you, Lena. Oh yeah, we were looking for some person called Gateau. Still don't know what that's about. Anyway.
I'll burn you to ash.
Here's we have an enemy we haven't seen before, so this might be interesting. For now, though, I'll just do what I usually do and smack things really hard. Not much strategy, though that might also be a contributing factor as to vertigo? More like no. Maybe break out your more impressive skills if you want to make a good first impression. Yeah. Stormbringer, eh? I mean, the weather is so nice, why bring up storms right about now? See, you completely ruined the harmony and threw my team into disarray. This is what you've done. And Lullaby, oh, this is gonna put her to sleep. Or not. Okay. Doesn't seem that threatening, but I'm not going to complain about that. And I forgot to use my overskill again. I am doing that quite a bit. Hopefully that doesn't become a recurring theme. I'm not going to use it yet because it'll only hit the one in the front, but... Oh! Well, this might be a bit of a problem. Air Assault. Yeah, that sounds, like a problem. Ooh. I mean, it hit everyone, but it wasn't that much damage. Let me show you what a real, final attack looks like.
I'll show you the power of magic.
Yeah, now you don't have your friend to protect you. Better pull out the real tactics now there, Missy, or else it's not gonna end well. And you missed one of your hits, so it survives. Just fantastic. Missing in this game just feels worse than it does in other games. Oh, that is more damage than it was before. Oh. Don't know why you waited out on doing that. Anyway, let's end this one with style.
This is the will of the gods. He's a wrestler!
This is how you use a final attack. Slain under a shower of feathers. How ironic for a bird person.
I still need more training.
Harpy talent, huh? Ooh, that is really nice. I don't know what to get rid of, though. I guess the Riviera, since that's a pretty weak weapon for this point. What is Gateau, anyway? Anyway, we got this weird feather here. Might as well take a look at it. Well, if Lena's interested, maybe I don't wanna. Well, I mean, yeah. Yep, there we go. She's even doing the annoying third-person thing. It's like she loves to make me regret my decisions. You know, I'm going to do this myself, so you can't screw it. Yep, what did I say? What did I say? This always happens. Good going, Lena. You screwed everything up again. Good. Are you really? Because you're just going to do it again the next time the opportunity arises. And I thought I would be rid of you. Guess it wouldn't be that easy. Why are you making that face? Well, at least we got this weird feather out of it. That's something, I guess. Anyway, let's just head up here. I mean, you could before. We were already outside. Wait, why are you thanking her? Thanks for what? Yeah, I'm not gonna mention it, because I don't know what she did. Was she? Yeah, it was nothing. Change your mind about... Yeah, we kind of already knew there were a ton of them here. Oh no. Oh no. Please don't. Well, with that, I'm going to end the video here. Would have liked to end on a sweeter note, but I guess Sierra's tagging along for the foreseeable future, much to my chagrin. If that's how you pronounce that, I don't know. I can't be bothered. Anyway, thank you for watching. In the next video, we're going to be heading up to the Apex proper, where the boss is waiting. But until then, I'm just gonna take everything in, except the fact that I'm gonna have 2 annoying party members from here on out. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.